everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be my reading vlog for the week, maybe 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes. Basically, I've mentioned it in the past, but I have what I've been calling my pile of shame. But seriously, I, for some reason, go through phases where I will put down books for no reason. Not like the official DNF, did not finish, I have no intention of finishing type of book, but I'm enjoying this book, but for some reason I put it down and never picked it up again. So it's a problem. I did that a lot, I think it was 2016, 17, and I started doing that a few times during the summer, and I'm like, nah, girl, you're not starting that again. So in order to try and fix that, I think I put most of them in the pile, and I'm gonna try and read as many as I can for however long it takes me to get over this. So this is the pile of shame. You can see there are quite a few books, and I don't know how many I will be able to go through, but those are just the physical ones too. I have some that are audiobooks, some that are ebooks, some that I got from the library and just brought back. So let's go through them pretty quickly. I have Stephen King, The Shining. I was listening to this as an audiobook, and I just never cared enough to get it back from the library whenever it got sent back, basically. So I have so I was at page almost 200 so never finished it. This was this summer. I started reading Practical Magic, put it down for like a week or two now, and I don't want to not finish this. So this one is like really priority. This needs to be read. Same thing this summer, I started this one, Kings of the Wild, and I am enjoying it, but I feel like this is an adult fantasy, and I feel like it's supposed to be more funny than I find it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm struggling to get into it. I'm not really that far. I'm like 175 pages into it. I feel like at this point the guys are just meeting up and they will go on said adventure. But, I'm just not fully absorbed, and I've seen so many people give it 5 stars that I'm afraid it's not going to be my case. I put it down for some reason. So I should hopefully get to this one too soon. This one, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. I read half of this during a readathon and realized, dude, what are you doing to yourself? This is like heavy nonfiction, and during a readathon you're trying to read fast, and it was just not a good mix because I wanted to actually absorb what's in here. And I'm at page like 83 or something. So yeah, that's also something I could get to. The Enchanted, which again, I realized was magical realism. Never finished it. Stephen King, Different Seasons. I read the first one and then in the middle of the second one, and I just put it down. This one I definitely want to finish. This is The Song of Achilles. And I really love her other book about Circe, and I enjoy that one. That's the weirdest part. I listened to this one, no, I got this one from my library as an audiobook, and I listened to it up until that point where I was at, because I really, really want to make this a priority. I really enjoyed her other book, and I enjoy that one too. Anyway, we'll get to that for sure. Another one that I had started as an audiobook / sometimes I would go with the physical since I have it, because there's pictures of her in there too. But I also got the audiobook from my library, so I'll be able to possibly finish this. For some reason, I've been going through more audiobooks than physical books lately. I've been like really stressed. I feel like I'm not getting 2 books fast, but those 3 for sure. And then we have Eleonore Oliphant, whatever, is completely fine. I've talked about this in a past video. I admitted basically to the internet that this is my shit book. So yeah. Those are the books that I need to try and finish. I know that on my phone I have an audiobook, which is Wanderers. It's one of the newest book of the year. But these are priority number 1. But then, I think out of all of these, I could wait, but I really want to finish this one. This one I might keep this for fall. This one I'm kind of giving up a little, but I will finish it eventually. Same thing with this one. I think this one also. So I think these are my 5 number 1 books, and I feel like there's another one on my phone that I'm forgetting about, but I think I'm gonna start with like these 2. Like as an audiobook, I will be listening to The Song of Achilles and then this one as a physical book. So I will be finishing this because like I said, I started listening to it as an audiobook, and it's so good. It's basically, you know, the Song of Achilles. It's about Achilles, the Troy War, and his romance slash, yeah, his childhood and then romance with Patroclus. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. The writing is gorgeous. As an audiobook, it's nice also. I think I preferred the voice of the narrator for Cersei, so I'm kind of sad it's not the same person. But I mean, this one is a male author, narrator, so it makes sense, whatever. I just like the accent of the other woman. Anyway, this for sure is happening like this week, for sure. And then this one, Practical Magic, it's basically what the movie is based on. I think my issues with it is that the chapters are humongous, which I know sounds super silly, but I feel like shorter chapters force me to like, oh, you know, I can read another one, and I just go through the whole book that way. And I feel like the beginning was good, and then it really slows down afterwards. It's stuff that wasn't in the movie. I feel like, I guess they did a good job for the movie to, you know, cut off whatever was not super interesting. Other than that, I feel like it shows that it's an older book in the way things are described. Like, I love witches. I love, you know, a lot of the stuff that's going on, but a lot of the jokes are a little like sexist, whether they're towards guys or women. Yeah, there's a few things that make me like just me, but overall I'm still enjoying it so far. So I need to finish this, and I will again update you in this haul vlog. Can you tell I've been so out of it? I swear, ever since the surgery, my brain has been like, ugh. Have you seen my shirt? My shirt though. Look at this. So I'm gonna go and sit outside because it is still somewhat sunny. I feel like it's starting to get cooler, which I'm like terrified of. So I'm gonna go and read some Practical Magic. Okay, so we are now Monday, and clearly we haven't cleaned up from this weekend yet. I wanted to update you because I have finished my first book, Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman. I have a complicated relationship with this book. I think last time I was saying how I feel like some of the descriptions are kind of dated and that the chapters are so freaking long. I swear, like, it really made it harder to finish it because of that. I overall really enjoyed the magic, and the movie definitely just kept the good stuff. It kind of really slowed down in the middle, which is probably why I put it down and it took me forever to finish it. But I don't know, I like the family, I like the relationship. You do get attached to characters. I love the aunts, and I just know now that there's a prequel, which I need to put my name on the waiting list at my library. I believe it's going to become a movie too, so yes, please. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out because I need to read more about the aunts because they're the best characters. They didn't get enough in this. So yeah, let's go pick a next book. Oh, and by the way, the audiobook, I don't remember how many hours. I've listened to like 3/4-ish of the book at this point, and I'm enjoying it, but the struggle is really starting to get to me, and so many emotions, I swear. Like, Madeline Miller makes great retelling of myths or mythology, whatever, but she keeps making me so sad. Her writing is so great, and it's fine. Like, obviously it's well written if it's affecting me, but I usually don't read a lot of books that make me cry, and I don't think I'm gonna cry, but I feel like maybe I'm mostly emotional because I just had surgery. But like, I just literally finished A Little Life. Like, I am not okay still. I will never be okay after this book, so I need to stop reading sad books. It's probably why I've been reading things that are lighter, because I'm gonna get in a huge slump because of it. I can just feel it. I've been like so stressed, and my phone died, and now I have to wear braces, and I'm just like going crazy trying to like figure out how I'm gonna keep my life together. And then I read that book, which, never do that to yourself. That book. Anyway, this is not what this video is about. I finished my first book. Celebration here, actually. It was someone's birthday, clearly. We don't hang out, make bottles, balloons for fun. Maybe we should. So this is the one I just finished. It is done, officially. This is the one I'm in the middle of. these are the ones I was hoping to get to, and then more stuff, which, ugh, I don't know. These ones I feel like will put me in a slump, so I think I'm gonna go with either this one, which I'm kind of so-so with. I feel like I want to read that one better. Start this one, and then have to pick another one after. One at a time. Why am I stressing myself out? You can tell I'm feeling a little all over the place. With that said, I think that reading a very sad story, real life story too, will be great for me. So The Immoral Life of Henrietta Lacks, which is actually kind of sad too. But if you don't know, this is the nonfiction about Henrietta Lacks. Basically, they stole her cells from her cancer, and they're like immortal cells. Basically, they can multiply forever, so if they're being used for everything in testing, but she never got anything out of it, not even recognition, and her family is basically poor as hell, not having any healthcare, while people are making money out of her. So yeah. Don't think that's gonna cheer me up, but you know, we shall try. I was about like halfway point in this one too. So the physical book, in the middle of it, you get pictures, which I think is great. So that's kind of why I've been listening to the audiobook while still looking at the pictures and like the physical book at the same time. I kind of like doing that with nonfiction. There you go, her family. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I think it's a bit too cold outside right now. What is going on? Almost September, and it's like getting really cold for no reason. Maybe it's just today. Hopefully it's just today. But let's go do that, and then I'll probably just cook, clean, shower while listening to the other one as an audiobook. It's great listening to it as an audiobook in the shower, because if you cry, nobody will know. Hey guys, I realized that I hadn't updated you in a while. Things are not going as planned, let me tell you. I have not done a lot of progress. I feel like during the week it's kind of hard to vlog and read much, to be honest. It feels like it's like one or the other, and I've been doing neither. So I've been making some small progress with the audiobook, mostly like listening to it when I'm in the shower and sometimes when getting ready, but I've just not been feeling super great, if I'm being honest. I think there's just so much going on right now in my life. I'm so stressed that I'm struggling to balance everything, and for some reason reading usually is like an escape for me. Usually it makes me feel better, but apparently when I get to a certain level, it's too much to actually read. So yeah, I've been making some progress with the audiobook, so that there's that. I believe I've been listening to like 2 or 3 hours of it. Things are getting sad, which is probably not helping, but I'm almost done with it, so there's that. I'm afraid of the ending. Like, I know how it's going to end realistically, but yeah, still not ready for it. But I want to finish it so I can actually start to finish Henrietta Lacks' book, because I think I'm gonna have an easier time going through it if I'm listening while I'm reading. Damn, I'm tired. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for tonight. I'm gonna go shower, listen to it, possibly like make some food or something while still listening to it. Maybe stay in the dark in my room while listening to it. And we can do this. I think that like 1 or 2 more days max, and I can finish it, and then that would be 2 books in 1 week, which is not bad really. I mean, it's usually ish my average, sometimes a bit more, but considering how I'm feeling, so 2 would be really, really good. And I mean, I think I could probably extend it 1 more week, and we can attempt to finish a couple more. And I realized I had started The Princess Bride, never finished it. Yeah, the more I look at my shelves, the more discouraged I am, because I'm like, yep, I've been doing this a lot more than I thought I had. So I might need to do like a attempt number 2. Let me know. Or maybe if it's what's making me in a slump, which I don't think so, it would be a sign to never do it again. But I don't think so. So it's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna go relax, try and get through this, and I think I will vlog more during the weekend, because clearly during the week it has not been working for me. So Okay, so you saw this. It's very dramatic this morning outside. Like you can't see anything. So I'm drinking basically a pool of coffee. I'm gonna be testing a few makeup products and filming a few videos, possibly editing some, but also hopefully reading some books because I have not been reading a lot. I'm feeling not slumpish, but I don't know if it's the challenge or if it's just me that has had so much going on. Like you saw, I barely even updated you throughout the week. However, I did finish Song of Achilles, so whoop whoop. Now I need to pick a different book. I think I'm gonna go with the that weird girl. I can't remember the title of the book. We're gonna call that the title now. The book about the weird girl. Ugh, my the roof of my mouth is coming back. It's like all tingles, and I'm struggling really hard to talk. So yeah, that's gonna be my plans for the weekend. Hopefully the weather gets nicer so I can go and read outside for, you know, the last couple of weeks that we can do that. And yeah, that's yeah. I swear this is gonna be my most boring vlog of all time. But yes, we are fighting. We can do this. I'm giving it probably 4.5 stars. Probably 4.5 stars. It was really great, and it broke my poor little heart, and I highly recommend it if you were looking at it, interested in everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish my makeup, film a couple of videos. I'm doing some wear tests, so I have all day that I'm going to be wearing makeup anyway, so I might as well film. And yeah, hopefully interesting things happen to me today so I can film them. So I finished my third book of this readathon that has not been going as planned, but really I shouldn't be surprised because first, they never do. Second of all, these were books that I put down for no reason, so why would it be easy to finish them, right? I mean, I still really enjoyed this. If you're looking for a nonfiction, although it will hit you in the feels, I feel like it's a fairly easy read, and like I said, I was going through it physically while listening to it as an audiobook. I feel like it's been making my life easier to do it that way. I've been just struggling to really sit down and read, so I've been really enjoying this. I highly recommend it. Whenever I do a best nonfiction books that I've read, it will definitely be in here because it's so interesting to first off hear the real story, how, you know, her cells ended up becoming what they are, and also seeing what they're used for, and also kind of the contrast with how her family, you know, people that are still alive are living compared to, you know, what they probably should have had, you know. So yes, if you are looking for a new nonfiction book to read, I highly recommend you check out The Immoral Life of Henrietta Lacks. It was very interesting. It was well done too. And the physical copy, like I said, you do get to, you know, see the pictures of the people and everything, which I thought made them even more human. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I totally recommend it. And now I'm gonna attempt to get to one last book, which I really thought this vlog would have been like me reading like 10 books, and it would have been like, yeah, things are so easy when you just need to complete a book, because there are some of these I'm like more than halfway through them, but things have not been going as planned, like with Wanderers being sent back to the library, and then the few that I did end up going through were mostly audiobooks. I don't know if it's a slump. Let's not even call it that, because we do not want that to happen. So let me pick a physical book, and like we're gonna attempt to actually read it. So this is the pile of the ones that are currently read and done, so we shall add one more in here. So look at this, 3. That's actually, you know what, I'm being so negative. This is good. I enjoyed that. I ended up reading 3 of the ones that I, for some reason, would never finish. And then, I mean, I have some more there, but those were the ones I was hoping to get to. I think I might have to go with this one just because I've been meaning to read it for the longest time. And I don't know, I need to finish this one too, and all of these. And I'm realizing there are more on my shelves that I didn't finish, but one at a time. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Fingers crossed I can make some progress, because I think I'm at page like 52 or something in this one. I was not far in it, but we can do this. Actually, let me check right now.
I'm at page 70. So, let's do this. I have like 1 or 2 days left unless I decide to give up. So, let's not do that. Let me finish this. Let's do this.
I officially give up. This is it. This is the end. The audiobook got returned to the library and I had 8 hours left. I've not had a lot of time to listen to it. Still like 3 hours. Whatever, I did some progress. I'm gonna have to put my name on the waiting list for the 3rd time. One day I will finish that book, one day, but today is not the day. I don't know. I usually go through my audiobooks faster. Quite frankly, it's too long. Like, just too long. I'm kind of over it at this point. Like, there's some interesting concept, clearly, but like, I swear I just have not been super lucky with post-apocalyptic books lately, and it's usually one of my favorite genres, so I'm like kind of just a little over it, I guess, at this point. Not over the genre, just like I need a break because I've been reading a few that are kind of and I don't want to ruin it for myself and just never want to pick up another one, you know? As far as this book, which was book 4, I guess, technically? 5? 5, if you count the audiobook that I did not finish. I didn't have time to finish it either. I'm at page 98. I thought I would have more time to read some, but again, I have been so busy. Like, frankly, I started filming basically when I started this vlog, right? And I didn't realize how time consuming it was going to be to film, because I usually always have like a week or two, or like a week really, of backups. Because first off, I will film during the weekend as much as possible, because at night during the week, especially now that the sun's going down earlier, it's kind of so-so. So I'll tend to more like edit. Sometimes I'll film, but like usually edit. So I need to pre-film, and doing that, trying to create some backups too, and edit and post, and like while doing this, not successful. Yeah. One day I will have a successful reading vlog. Although technically I should not be mad. 2 weeks, 3 books. That's probably one of my worst average. I'm just gonna say. Maybe it's those books. That's gonna be my defense here. The fact that these were books that I had DNF'd. Even though I enjoyed the ones I finished. Excuses, excuses. This will go back on my pile of shame. I still want to continue it. Maybe I'll put it back in the bathroom. I feel like the reviews have been so all over the place with it. And like right now it's fine, but it's still clearly the beginning, right? Page 98. But I don't necessarily think it's going to be like a holy grail book, although again, there's still like 200 something pages to change my mind. But yeah. I don't know if I'm going to finish it this month, but you can see that I'm like really all over the place right now. I'm like laughing alone in my room. I'm sorry, chaos. The whole thing was just pure chaos. I attempted it. I think I'm gonna wait like October, November before doing another. We'll see. I want to do the Throne of Glass one probably soon-ish. I'm gonna give myself a week or two, and then I'll film it, and then I'll probably end up posting it beginning of October, possibly, maybe. And then I will probably wait in November to start doing them more regularly, because I still want to. It's just that like life, I tell you. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you still enjoyed it. You know, coming with me, reading, although mostly failing at it, and conquering my fear of the pile of shame, all the books that I put down for no freaking reason. But I finished 3 out of, how many were there? A lot more than 3. And I've been adding to that pile lately too, so hey, I think it's considering, okay? More excuses, considering that I was probably not going to finish these books, not ever, but like wasn't planning on them being finished purposely for a while, at least another few months. Especially considering things like the two that I finished, Song of Achilles and Unreal Wax. I had read them, started them like 2 years ago. So I need to not be harsh with myself. I am a beast and I read 3 books in 2 weeks. I'm gonna go shower and sleep. Lots and lots of sleep because life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up to show support for surviving the pile of shame or attempting to beat it a little bit. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye. Ooh.